Hello, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. How are you? So, I have a monthly challenge. Starting this September, we are going to look at all of our planner supplies. And as you've probably guessed, this month is pens. Yeah, this is just a few. I went round my desks. Well, yeah, because I've got a couple of desks. My desk's in the drawer and that, and this is literally what I came out with. So I've got a tub, I've got this whole box which is full, another tub, my normal journaling supplies in my bag, and then I've got pens that haven't even opened. I've got a pack here of half ones, plus 1, 2, 3 pencil cases all full of pens. Now, if you like me, you actually use just a handful of pens, which I do. So I'm going to clear this away, and then I'm just going to let's have a look, shall we, at what is it that I'm doing here. So this is my planner pouch, and I have done a video on this. If you're interested, I'll link that below. But this is a tool bag that I use, and as you can see, I have a pencil, a black Moji, a micron, Bic Intensity pens, a Synergy Gel-tastic, couple of pens, some greys, pink, green, and these are Uniball Signo, and then this is a Papermate, and this is what I use all of the time. So I use this in my planners, I use it in my writing, I use it in everything. However, I have all of these pens. And as you can see, there's an awful lot of them. So there I was thinking that I bet I'm not alone here. I bet there is a lot of people out there who have pens. So why don't we use them? So my challenge to you for this September is to use something other than your normal journaling supplies. Now, I for one am starting to cringe at this thought, because I colour code my planners and everything like that. So I had a thought. If I grab these 4 pens, these are my Bic Intensity. So I have purple, red, green and pink. So if I go through these planners here, sorry, something just fell, these pens in these pouches and everything, and see if I can find a replacement out of these for these colours, then I'm using my other pens, if that makes sense. So I already see a purple one here, which is an Uni Emot, so that's my purple one. So I'm going to put that purple one to the side. I need a red one. Well, that's exactly the same, so I can't use that because that's a Bic Intensity the same. So all of the Bic Intensity have got to come out, because those are the ones I've been using, so I'm going to take all of them out of the equation. As you can see, I do like my Bics, so I'm going to take all of them out. Now the reason half of these pens are here is because you have kits, people give you pens, have Christmas, or you have a huge, I mean, for instance, this is a box from Asda that I was given at Christmas. As you see, I've never opened it. Oh, there's a nice pink one in there, I might use that one. So let me just take all the Bic Intensity out first, because we're not using those. Oh wait, I've got all sorts of stuff in here, rulers and the things. Yep, take them out. Sorry about the rattling. How many rulers? Blimey, this is what happens when you finally go through your stash of stuff. You find hundreds of different things and... Oh, right, so what am I looking for? I was looking for a red. Well, there's a red there. I've got a red there. I've got a red there. I've got a red there. Okay, so which one shall I replace that one with? This is actually a nice pen. I've used that. These are lovely pens because I like using them in the blue. And so are those. So I'm going to use one of those three for the red. I'm going to go for the Emmet again. So I need a pink and a green, so bear with me while I find them out of all this lot. Okay, so it doesn't look like I've got a pink, but I have found the green. Again, it's the Emmet. And in this pack there's a pink, so I think I'll use that one for that. Now I do have this pack. This is a Scriblush, I think that's how you say it. And there's 12 pastel, 12 neon, 12 metallic, 12 glitter and 12 fluorescent in there. And this was out of the Works here in the UK. The problem with these I find is they are a 1mm nib and not a 0.5, so they don't write thin and draw lines thin, and if I'm honest, I prefer for journaling in my planner, writing in my planner, I prefer the thinner nib, whereas those would be fine if I was writing or journaling, I think. Right, so in my planner pouch I have my everyday pen, and I'm going to actually replace that with my fountain pen. I bought this. This is a Lamy. It is amazing. I absolutely adore it. I bought it, never used it. So, I haven't brought my Lamy cartridges with me, but I have got some. So I will be loading that up with blue ink to use as my everyday. I'm going to replace, oh sorry, just not the camera. I'm going to replace the Muji black pen with the Pilot V5. Again, it's a cartridge. There's actually a black cartridge inside there, which is an ink pen, and that actually writes really nice. So I'm going to change my black pen for that. And then I've got an orange and blue pen, and as you probably saw, I put this orange Emmet aside for that, and I need a different blue. So if this is one blue, this needs my writing one needs to be a different blue. I have considered changing the blue for a different colour for my writing, but I don't know, it just seems to have stuck. So I've got a feeling, again, it's an Emmet. I do apologise, all of this has just turned into an Emmet, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. I found a blue glitter pen when I was searching through this lot. Yeah, I'll put it in here. No. Aha! Blue glitter. So I'm going to replace the blue writing pen for a blue glitter pen. Now the other thing that's actually sits on my desk, and I don't use them every day, but if my planner pouch is just out of reach, I actually use these, and these are all stacked on my desk. And these are, there's some jelly rolls in there, there's these which are, I couldn't tell you because I can't read Chinese or Japanese or whatever they are, but this was a set I had off Amazon, and these are really fine. And these other ones are Jelly Roll as well. I think they're the Starlight ones. So these are all on my desk, and I use those not necessarily daily, but definitely weekly. So they're going to stay on my desk, because you know, when you're sitting at your desk, you just need a pink pen, or you just need a blue pen, or a colour. You just reach over and grab one, and I do use them fairly regularly, but I don't use them every day. So what do you think? What do you think? Are you going to join me on this challenge? Are you going to go and do what I've just done and grab all your pens and have a look through them to see if there's anything that can replace your normal pens that you're using? Are you gonna go and get everything out and go, oh blimey, I've got an awful lot of pens here? The same as I did, because this was, like I say, this was 5 minutes searching in drawers and stuff, and there's just so many pens here, it's ridiculous. Stay with me, because I'm going to do a pen test in a minute. I'm going to clear all this away, and I'm going to do a pen test in my planner with the pens I've just chosen, and we'll see how we go. Okay then, so I'm back. So I've just opened this Papermate Ninja fountain pen, because again I've never used this fountain pen, the same as I haven't used the Lamy, and I haven't got the cartridge for that just here. So I thought, if I load up this Ninja one, I've got another version of this. These are great, I love them. They're tiny little pens, but I tell you what, they are real workhorses. So I'm just going to have to let that, because I've just put the cartridge in, just let that seep through. I'll come back to that in a minute. So I'm going to use a fountain pen. I've actually found a page in my planner, which is actually January, and it's actually the back of the yearly planner. Now I'm not going to use that in January because there's writing all over the back of that, so I thought this was a perfect place to do a pen test. So, also, lets me talk about the challenge a bit more. So let's have a look. Uni, red. Now, I like doing pen tests in planners. There is a bit of shadowing in there. I like doing pen tests in planners, and I do pen tests all of the time. And if you've got a load of pens that you just want to try out, ooh, that's nice, isn't it? I'm just writing that again, but it isn't an emoji. Then do a pen test. I've known, if you look over the internet, you can see people using their pens to decorate, to, you know, draw pictures. You know, I could do something like this in my planner. It's absolutely rubbish because I'm rubbish at drawing, which is why I use stencils. But yeah, so you could use your pens and everything else to do a doodle challenge, for instance. So if you're not happy with changing your pens for your actual planner, take a set of pens that you haven't used in a long time and use it as a doodle challenge, use it as them as an art challenge. I don't do, as you can see, I can't draw for toffee, so I tend to use my pens as journaling, and some days when I actually write out what's happening in the day, I might change the colour to, instead of doing it in blue, I might change it to a different colour, you know. Oh, that's nice, that glitter pen. So yeah, you could do this in any way you like, really. The whole idea of it is you change your pens that you're normally using, so you get used to having a go with something else, and you might find your most favourite pen in the world by doing this challenge. It might be that as you start using it, or you sit there and do your pen test, that things aren't quite right. Now, for instance, some of the pens that I have got, I just avoid like the plague, because they bleed through everything. So you know, you get this pen, you go, oh, this is the pen I'm supposed to be using, and you write in it and it just bleeds through. So let's just try this one, because this might do that. And I've just spelled that wrong. I do find like some of, because like this is supposed to be a heavy ink one, it's a cartridge ink pen, and you do find the heavier inks, the faster flow bleeds through. Well, in the Happy Planner it just doesn't do that, and by doing that pen test enables me to say, yes, I can use this pen finally in a planner. The other thing that I thought about, and I only did this today actually, I love this pen. It's a llama. If you can see, it's got a llama face on it, and it says no problema. So I'm just trying to get you into view. Right on it. It's fabulous. I love it. Now, I started using this today. I was doing my Brainerd download, as you do, and it ran out, and I'm like, oh my god, it stopped working. So with any gel pen, you take it apart, you blow down the barrel, and it started working again. But that got me thinking that if this stopped working, the inner stopped working because it ran out, but I like the outer. Now, with a cartridge pen, you just change the cartridge. With these, you'd have to buy another one. But with something like this, I found that I can actually take this end off, look, and the inner comes out. So with the inner come out, I could go and have a look through my pen stash and see, you know, if I've got a pen like this that I don't particularly like, but I like the ink that's in it, maybe I could change it into this. It's always worth a try, changing the inners. I found with the Bic retractables, the one with the 4 colours, I was able to pull the red out of one and put a red back in from another pen that I was using, and that worked quite well. So that's always a thought, particularly if you like the outside of the pen but you want to try a different thing inside it. Okay, so let's try this fountain pen now. Oh, this is so nice. I love the colours of this. Is it going to work? Oh yes. Oh yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Please don't bleed through, please don't. I don't mind shadowing as long as it doesn't bleed. No, it doesn't. Love it. There we go then. So, my September challenge. Fountain pen for my blue. It looks like most of the Emmet colour range for my colours. I've got a glittery pink for home, and a glitter for blue for my writing, black for outlining and drawing lines, and I think I'm going to ink up my Lamy as well, and use that in conjunction with that fountain pen, because that I find they run out quite quick when I'm doing a lot of writing. There we go. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to join me in this challenge. I am going to put a hashtag with this challenge on Instagram, so if you wanted to show me the pictures, show me your pens you're using and that sort of thing, don't forget to include that hashtag in your pictures. I'm really excited. So, my craft orchard, where skills and ideas can grow. I'll see you next time.